I've been using YouTube to learn new songs, learn new lead licks, and pick up stuff off of there. And an old song will come to mind I want to learn, and I usually go to YouTube, be the quick, easy place to learn. And I've been doing that for quite some time. And I thought, well, maybe I ought to put a short video on here for beginning lead licks. Those of you beginning lead, I see amazing guitar players way better time, and I'm horrible on time. So I do a lot of lead, and I want to try to put this video out there for anybody that's wanting to learn lead guitar and pick up some lead licks. A little short explanation if I can kind of sum it up and break it down. Everybody's picked up a songbook in a music store, and you've seen the scale. And you see them scales with all the notes on it, on the paper. And when I first got that, I was like, wow, you got to hit every one every time. But actually all that's doing is showing you what notes will chime, which ones will correspond with one another. So you can let's take for granted, for instance, and I'm using A because it's in the middle of the neck, and easier for the camera. But on the notes on the scale that chime, you can take one of them scales and add lead licks to the notes. And a lick, what I mean by that, is going to be a vibrato. And I'm going to start by these four notes right here to do a solo. This is B.B. King style. Vibrato's a lick. Slide. Slide's another lead lick. Bending. You hear a lot of bending, and that's a lot of hard rock too. Notice I'm using the same four notes for slide, bending. You can hammer on them, or you have pull off. Or you actually push the pull off. And you combine them, bend with a hammer and a pull off. By just using these four notes, and I take four notes and practice the licks until you really get the licks down good just with the four notes. Bends, and bend any note with any finger, and hammer, and pull offs. Of course, there's a bunch more, and that's what I'm always looking for. I always have to look for new. Go to the club, if you're watching a concert, I'm always looking at the lead guitarist trying to steal something from them. When these four you've got practiced down, you use them licks anywhere on the scale that you've seen. And of course, in another video, I'm going to show some pick techniques. There's several ways to hold a pick, or you can hold it just one certain way and use it in several. That is just taking the regular scale you've seen and turning the notes into licks. Hope it helps. You slide into one. Beginning lead, and you want to practice, and you want to do some finger exercise. They call it dexterity. You see a lot of Eddie Van Halen. just for me, I sit around sometimes. It helps limbers up your hands and gives more dexterity. Take them licks, and they work anywhere on the neck. And down here. Slide. Bend. Hammer. Pull off. Don't forget the pick hand. Hold that pick just right. You can always use your thumb, cup your hand, so when you get, you can control the sound. Use the palm of your hand, the pick. A lot of times when I'm picking, I'm not sure if that camera's not doing it, we can see it, but when I'm picking, sometimes the way I hold my pick is so that the thumb, use the edge of the thumb as well with the pick to deaden. Picking up, letting it ring free. And I pick down using the thumb to help deaden it so it doesn't carry out. And again, that's just a major, just your basic major chord. You'll hear a lot about pentatonic scales. Penta is Latin for 5. So a pentatonic is any scale that's got 5 of the 7 notes, A through G. Of course, they'll have a bunch more notes, but it repeats the same note, like A, it's all the same note. And as long as they're within the scale, there it is again. Not to get ahead so I don't confuse no one. If you've got a guitar book, or a lot of the books will show, even song books for beginners, it's got the scales. And you see the scales with all the dots on the notes. Just keep in mind, you don't have to hit every single one of them when you're playing the scale. You just want to pick out the ones that chime. Even though we skipped a bunch of notes there, they're all within the same scale. Here's a famous thing for you for, you'll hear a lot of the Leonard Skinners. And it's holding the first 2, the 3rd string, with 2 fingers. Hit all 3. Your way back up picking. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Anyway, start with the 4 notes. And back, where are we going to start? Vibrato, that's just sweet. B.B. King, this was really... Add the licks and practice. Can't practice too much. No such thing. Remember the pick. Try different methods, however it's comfortable for you. Everybody has their own ways. How you hold your hand, how you hold your pick, and that's what practicing. While you're practicing, step out there and try different methods. A lot of people can chime, and I've used the thumb to actually chime the note. All using them basic lead licks. Went over my time. I try to keep it under 10 minutes. So I hope that helps. If so, you got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to get them out there. See how this goes. I might come back with some more. Thanks.